Well, I think when we're talking about what we're going to do for Palliser, we should look at what, Mr. Bowen, you talked some about your record. Myself, I'm going to be outspoken as your member of Parliament in Palliser. I'm going to be a representative for people here in Cathedral who are dealing with increased rents and cost of living. I'm going to be a representative who puts forth issues pertaining to greenhouse gases and global warming. On a private member's basis, I'm committed to reintroducing the Climate Change Accountability Act. I'm committed to doubling your CPP for all the seniors out here who are struggling with fixed incomes. But as I said, when you're going to be an advocate for your constituents, you have to speak up for them in the House of Commons. And I don't believe the back rooms are the way to get things done. And I think it's instructive to note that in the last sitting of the House of Commons, Ray, 299 MPs had spoken more words in the House of Commons than you did. 299. You're only 9 spoke less than you did, and that includes Stéphane Dion, who is not in the House of Commons for most of that time. So it's important if you're talking about speaking up on the issues that are pertaining to your constituents, that you do so in the House of Commons, because that's what you get paid to do. So as you're as the member of Parliament for Palliser, I'm gonna fight for a national daycare strategy for mums and dads who are playing by the rules, who are struggling to find adequate and accessible childcare spaces. I'm going to fight for students like Larissa, who are dealing with the increased cost of tuition, by fighting for an immediate injection of $800 million countrywide to make sure that we can make tuition affordable, cut down on those tuition rates, as well as increase the Canada Grants program by $200 million so that at-risk youth and youth that don't have means have access to university, and so that we're not just becoming an insular society where First Nations people and people with disabilities can't access post-secondary education. So, and I'm also going to fight to make sure that your member of Parliament stands up for rights internationally and stands up for freedom and democracy in other countries. And I think it's important that when we're talking about our role abroad, that again, we immediately bring back our troops from Afghanistan. Our soldiers have been there long enough, and I think it's shameful the treatment that our veterans are receiving from this government. And if veterans come back from Afghanistan with permanent disabilities, they deserve nothing less than a lifetime commitment from their government.